shouldn't, although there's no friggin' mugger in this town that can do anything at this point.
Minus whomever came to take Lord Burne away.
I don't want Oscar, simply because I'm going into the wizard hidey hole in the attic, and traps are bad, so it's just weird for me to take both characters in one direction.
Ptolemy nudges Darian. Are you gonna be the one that tells Shadow to get in the hole?
I'll put him in the hole, all right. Put him in the big black hole. And he can't... Yeah.
I think Kreiger's defeated himself.
I'm the only one who can beat me.
Hey, Shadow, we got a special nice little comfy spot for you.
Sell, huh?
Afraid so.
I expected as much. You know we wouldn't be having this conversation if you had gotten my goddamn spear.
I don't know. What do you want me to do about it?
Can we prioritize that at least so I can be useful?
Yes, Alkur needs to go and talk to himself or something. Bonecrusher's sniffing around some tower. Not sure what he's gonna do. Do you think I want to be doing this right now?
You should probably find out who the father of his baby is.
Yes, you should.
The confusion of everyone in the tavern, probably.
Oh, yes. Exactly.
Drop him off at the jail.
Okay, so you're going to take him to the jail, Darian and Ptolemy?
Yeah, Darren will go too.
Okay. Leaving Kreiger at the Inn of Welcome.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are just a little bit behind Alkur and Oscar, who are heading off to the Archer Shrine.
You better not say a word. We're gonna find you mean. Like the rest of them. I don't know what you're talking about. Good, keep it there.
Okay, Alkur pauses for a moment as you notice that there's this weird green light kind of coming from one of these upper windows. Not quite the attic, but it's like the bedroom that overlooks the the upper floor is their living quarters, the shrine is on the main floor, and then the place might have like a really high attic in its steepled roof. The light seems to be coming from the living area.
Okay. We're gonna sneak in, I think, at this point.
Oscar, it's not quite like glitter fiend kind of green. It's like a more soft, leafy green.
Malini's collecting your family samples.
Okay, you walk into the shrine, Alkur, and you know that you've stepped on holy ground.
Hello. Is everything all right in here?
You gotta come quick, says Merrywind.
Okay,
You can see you're kind of like stick her head up, over like the banner of the staircase and sees that it's Alkur.
I think we're moving ass.
All right.
Oscar's coming too.
Lying in a bed is Jenethar Rengold, nee Lasad, who is actually Alkur. She is just sort of lying in bed, and she's got her eyes closed. Her mouth is open slightly, and there's this green light kind of pouring out of her mouth. straight up to the ceiling. It's like something deep in her head is glowing, and like the light's peering out of her ears and out of her closed eyelids.
She's turned into Cyclops. Okay.
I've never seen this before, says Merriwind, who takes Alkur's hand. It happened earlier. I woke.
How long has she been this way?
She just went to bed. I mean, like an hour or two ago.
Medical, arcane, something. Inspection.
You are. The light is familiar to you?
Is it like the light that glows on the petals?
No, this one's green.
I'm gonna
Look
into the light.
This is your third's primal connection.
Can the primal connection be removed without killing the third?
There can be only one.
There will be no decapitation.
The light woke me up a couple of hours ago at sundown.
All right, we are going to. I'm like cure possessions, but like I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, duh. Same color as your gem, dude. Figure out.
Alkur will touch her.
Okay. There's sort of a flash in your mind that there is a presence there.
Okay, we'll see if we can contact the presence.
There's a fuzziness that's getting in the way. Your nose begins to drip.
You get red on you.
Nope, it's not blood. It is a very filmy snot with a bit of yellowish in it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It didn't drip on her, but that was pretty close.
Alkur's gonna like wipe up his nose.
Yep.
Like,
You could see the flecks of the fungus in your snot. The yellowish fungus that is...
Can I pump myself into her?
Pardon?
Isn't that how you got your daughter?
Sorry, I probably need to rephrase that.
Yes, please do.
Huh.
Can I put my essence... There's no way this sentence ends correctly.
Yes,
I would like to put what it means to be Alkur. I want to sacrifice Alkur.
Yep.
For Alkurina. Like I want to put what I got into Genethar and sacrifice. I don't want this body. I want that body. I want all of me to be there. So I want to put all my power into Genethar. And I want to get rid of Alkur.
Okay, give me a knowledge nature.
I happen to know unified theory, so I'll give you a knowledge arcana and go.
Nice. That is a great skill feat.
Yep.
16, 24, 29, 30. 50.
You probably want your phylactery nearby.
Oscar.
You're uncertain why she's different. You know you made decisions to force you to care about civilization. And you're pretty sure that went to the core of your being so that you retained your faith. And the way that Alkur has been acting was so that he could combat Alkur the Black's desires by keeping her here. You with your 50, you know that her primal power is returning to her, and that she might be as mighty of a primal caster as you are a cleric, and that Alkur the Black is a wizard. And the proximity of the phylactery, which had been sitting on another plane, is allowing this to return to her. You're not certain how, without recombining yourselves, how you achieve that feat of, like, switching with her. Like, you actually did something to carve that one piece off.
Yes. I need the hags.
Yes.
So, Oscar, quickly now.
What's happening
My
to her?
phylactery.
Says Merowyn Sprite, who is in a weird way your daughter.
What did she say? Sorry?
What's happening to her? Like,
It is hard to explain. Oscar, fetch the phylactery. Where are you for it? Now! God damn it!
Oscar goes running back, and by that point, he kind of misses Ptolemy, Darian, and Shadow are inside the barracks, where they have in the basement a like root cellar converted to a prison cell, and earthen floor, and some like a barred cage. They stick Shadow in there. Get in the hole, Shadow.
Fine.
All right, and they make sure the manacles are on him.
Shadow takes off anything that would help him break out.
Oh, and these
So
guys.
the cloak of the Montebank, he gets rid of that.
Ald and Renty were hung.
Yeah, Runty and Old were hung long ago.
He's not using.
Feel good about yourself, Darian. In this hell that we're in, never mind. Just morals are
Justice was done.
All right, so you're taking off like your teleportation devices and putting them where?
Giving them to Darian.
Darian will store them in the bag.
And anything that would help me escape from the manacles and from the. He's like, put the manacles behind my back, like do it properly. He's like, no, I can still get out. No, do it this way.
Okay, so do you want to like end up chained to the wall with them behind your back,
Yeah, like
with the door locked?
Yep.
Sure.
And no matter what I say, if I say, hey guys, I'm fine, let me go.
Wait for a giggle. If there's a giggle, I don't mean it.
All right, so where's the rest of your equipment? Like your bow and your armor and your weapons?
I'll keep my armor, my weapons. I'm gonna put in my. I have a haversack.
Okay.
I'll just put it all in there and give it to Darian.
Okay.
By haversack, you mean you have a bag of holding.
Sorry, bag of holding. Yes.
What about that fancy robe with all the winking eyes on it?
It goes in the bag.
Ew.
Actually, you might need it for now. You wear it for a while, but then I take it back.
All right. What a fancy robe.
It's not fancy, it's creepy, my lord.
It's fancy.
I imagine Ptolemy like doing creepy things nude in the robe with tentacles.
Such a
So
fabulous robe.
Eyes
Oh,
blink.
I could see out there at that angle and over there.
I would never want that robe.
It would never want you. too
Yeah.
small.
Enjoy it when you can see yourself pooping.
Oh. Different perspective.
Sounded like, yeah.
You could just turn into a wolf to see yourself poop.
I do.
Yeah. Both of you are gross. This robe is fabulous. Stands out in the street. I can see you all. There are some people that hasten their step when they see their lord.
He's gonna be just like the Mad Lord Ptolemy. Lord, you're scaring people.
Don't worry, I will see the way for the rest of you. All of you. We'll see our way through it. You'll see.
I'm gonna get that robe off him. He's losing his shit.
Let him get tired of it. He'll work it out of his system.
Stop weirding out the people.
I see Oscar coming. I see Oscar going. And I've got my eyes closed.
Tyrion just kind of steps out. Where?
He's over there. And Toby's got his eyes closed when he's pointing down the bridge. You can see Oscar, like, running down the bridge.
Do you think he stole something? His first thought.
I don't know. He might have made a really good deal for himself, which, you know, is a way of stealing, I suppose. It's a steal. You know.
Yeah, I don't think that's what they actually mean.
Mm. Did you get taller? Tommy's still talking to you with his eyes closed, with the weird blinking eyes from the robe. I think you're a bit taller than me.
Yes, my lord, I'm taller than you.
Oh.
But that's not new.
We'll have to fix that in the future.
Looks at him like, ow!
Magic.
All right.
You Lieutenant
Hey,
Dan.
So are we really going to just leave Shadow out here?
Hey guys. I don't know how Max is gonna behave.
Tommy comes wandering in the room. He still has his eyes closed, but he's able to navigate.
I don't know how Max is gonna behave. Even though he's in there and I'm in here.
He's going to be a good dog, or we're going to... Well, I don't know. Darian's going to yell at him.
Is there another cage you can put him in?
What, he's going to turn into a werewolf? A wolf were? You didn't bite him, did you?
No, but you don't want him to start biting others.
Well, no, but where is Max?
He's in the workshop.
He's in the
Oh,
workshop.
that's right, yeah.
When we get back to him, he'll be like old fucking broken ass doggo.
Just the most behaved. He went to the Darien school of behavioral.
It'll be that dog from American Dad they get where it's really old and it like pisses dust. It's like
So do we have to rest out here, or can we rest in the...
I'll stay with Shadow just in case anyone gets any ideas.
All right.
I'd really want my spear.
Yes, we'll get you speared. Crusher said a demon has it. We'll run into it eventually.
No.
Oscar slams into the bar. He goes to Kreiger's pack. He's fumbling around, grabs the phylactery, tries to make sure he doesn't touch the thing that might make him consider.
You can see one of the petals blazes a certain light, and you know it's your petal.
Take it.
You better not lose that.
Are you grabbing the whole flower, or are you grabbing just the
I'm
petal,
just
or are you
grabbing
grabbing?
the
Okay, so you have to actually take out your thieves' tools and kind of chisel it out. Give me a d20 roll. Don't roll one. If you roll a 1, you actually touch the flower. No. Okay. All right.
Alright, you know what? You're way too drunk. I actually just sort of take Kreiger's pack with me.
He like rolls over to go grab you, but falls off a bench and just sort of just decides, I'm good here.
Okay, for Kreiger to get that drunk, you probably had to switch to whiskey.
Oh no, yeah, no, he's been dropping whiskey in his ale. Like,
Got it.
Oscar will basically polish off whatever glass he like Kreiger was on and start running back.
Start hustle back.
All right, let's switch to Bone Crusher for a moment. So Bone Crusher with Captain Rufus heads to the keep area. It does look like this square keep is much older than the newer walls and earthworks and castle works. They bring you to an old part of an older keep that stood here perhaps 30, 40 years before the construction of the surrounding walls began. And yeah, you do see that there's signs of destruction in like a top bedroom living area.
Mm-hmm.
There's a large bed that's a bit scorched by what looks like magic or perhaps man. You do see that there is a great part of the stone floor that is missing. There's dust swirling everywhere and a smashed box that looked like it was dredged out of the dusty cache below the floor.
Mm-hmm. Does the floor look like it can hold a crusher?
Yes.
Big crusher?
Yeah. This is stonework.
Okay. Crusher's gonna do survival to try to find those tracks, and he's gonna ask if they can give him the room for a minute.
Okay. The soldiers look to Captain Rufus. Crusher has helped them build the castle before and spent some time here. Not only like you put in goodwill with Captain Rufus before. Not even going to make you roll a diplomacy check. They nod to you and says, "I hope you find something," and they give you the room.
Karma. So survival to find where those tracks are.
Okay. Are you staying in your current form?
There are windows around. I'm gonna make sure.
There is a balcony that has some like heavy doors that can be closed. The balcony doors are closed at the moment. There's a bar that locks them. Aside from that, it's the double doors that lead into this room, which do not show signs of being tampered with. And then you spot with your perception, looking at your perception, that there is a servant's door. Like it's a small halfling-sized door, kind of off to the area where servants can have some access. Yeah, you go over to it and you give it a jiggle, and there is a latch that you can lock it with. And it was locked.
So survival where those tracks and turn into hybrid and sniff out. I'm looking for demon or devil. Oops.
Okay.
There. 39.
You definitely see them. There are
Sniffity sniff sniff.
weird, like, lizard tracks of a huge creature.
Huge creature.
And give me
tracks?
like lizard feet, like taloned feet, but really big and heavy.
Are they even?
Yep.
Like same kind of feet, not like the weird thing that the weird monster that had like weird appendages and stuff like that. Not that one, right?
Nope.
Okay, so I'll sniff out those tracks.
Give me a perception check. This is a retroactive perception check, as you're trying to match what you're seeing now to perhaps something you experienced in the past.
Mm-hmm. Maybe one of those images that I saw myself dying to. Anything like that, perhaps? Perception. Can I mark this thing as my prey?
This is not Shadow. This is Crusher.
Crusher can mark things as a as prey, as a
Oh, funny.
hybrid.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a trap.
As a yes, you can. Yes, yeah, you can. You can mark it as prey if you want.
32.
You smelled this scent in the casino. The man that was shifting between old and young had this musk to him when he came over and talked to you.
It's called high karate.
Fuck. All right. He changes back to Crusher. Goes out the door. We have a problem.
So the old man's smell would shift between Axe body spray, fucking like Old Spice, and then Ben Gay.
There was a constant musk underneath it, though. And you're like, yep, that came from a demon. And there was a struggle here, and you do find where Lord Burne might have collapsed, and a little bit of blood.
Oh, collect some of his blood?
Okay, so you take out like a clean cloth, like or a bandage or something, and you collect up some of his blood. It is dried at this point, but you get it on the cloth.
I'm gonna put it in the Ziploc bag.
Is it black?
You pack it away carefully in your gear.
Right on.
Add a bandage with Lord Burne's blood somewhere.
Oh, right on.
Lord-Mayor, sorry, and Captain Rufus. You go outside and basically say, we've got a problem.
Yeah. I need to see the others. That's a powerful demon that was here.
The guards look like you've drained some of their courage. They kind of look white when there's talk of demons roaming the halls of their Lord-Mayor.
Nothing we haven't faced before, though. We need to make haste.
All right.
In fact, we beat him before, and we did. I'm not lying. In the casino.
All right, you go racing back to the Inn of Welcome to find Kreiger. This happened while that. Okay, so you see Oscar in a hurry, but he stopped and he kind of downed a shot of something, and he's got Kreiger's backpack in his hands. Kreiger's passed out, and you kind of go running to the door, and there's like you run into the chest of a very buff Crusher.
Alright. We're going for a ride. Yeah. Cow bear.
I know.
Pick me up, let's go.
I know who took the mayor.
Well, yeah, there's
as he picks you up. Oh wait, I'm not the Crusher. I am a Crusher. I put you under my arm.
Okay.
Or piggyback. All right.
All right, so you pick up Oscar.
Alright.
We're going to
Walk and talk, let's go.
Where are you going? Says Captain Rufus.
We need to find the others.
Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. That way.
There's something important's going on.
Do you want us to follow? Wait here.
Wait here at the tavern. If you find the others, bring them there.
All right, you can see him giving orders to his guards to go search for the other heroes, and Crusher and Oscar. Okay, by the time Ptolemy and Darian, you're staying here, right?
Yeah.
To guard Shadow. Okay, so
pick up a chair and lean up against the wall.
Ptolemy's spinning around in the street, closing his eyes, but he's got Shadow's eyeball cloak
shaking
on.
his head.
But no, that's what Crusher and Oscar see. I can see all of you.
Pause it for a second. It continues running.
Why are we running?
There's something wrong with Alkur.
Okay. Tommy actually found like a piece of cloth to put over his eyes, so he's running after you, but he's...
Oh, it looks so fucking cool. And like a knob at the same time. He looks like he's cosplaying somebody who looks cool, but he himself does not look cool.
Right, he himself is knobbish. All right, they go running to the Archer Shrine. Ptolemy says something back to Darian, like, don't worry, we'll get you if something bad happens.
All right, my lord. Fucking child.
They go running into the archer shrine. Oh, this is holy ground, isn't it?
Sure it is.
We should be respectful. He says.
Crusher, with Oscar on his back, Crusher goes in, bows.
Yeah, there's this weird green light coming from upstairs.
Yeah, we're gonna need to. Go.
Half-elven woman kind of peeks down the stairs. Your friends are here.
Good.
This is what it's like to run up the walls. He shows you.
Oh, she goes stumbling back as Crusher.
Oscar, I need your hands. We're going to open up the portal to the clockwork lab.
Okay.
In Ho. Crusher.
Yes.
Crusher, do not.
What is that? Says Merrywind.
It is a workshop where we will be soon heading. Oscar, Alkur is going to prestidigitate Oscar. Very, very carefully pick up Jennifer. Crusher, do not touch her. She cannot be infected with the fungus.
Crusher backs up.
Yeah, you.
You fucking. I was going to give it to all of me fucking Kreiger's bag.
What's this? Oh, it's heavy.
It's the bag. Watch out the flowers.
Crusher will take the bag.
Oh, thank you, Crusher.
No problem.
And we're gonna. Alright, okay, Merrywind, we are going to be going into a magical crafting domain where we have those who can help us save your mom.
She's like poking the portal with a spoon. The spoon kind of goes like it gets held there and then just sort of absorbs slowly. Oh.
You said you wanted to go on an adventure, right?
Yes.
Well, this is the safest adventure we have, so let's go.
I need my bow, is what she says.
Good. Grab your bow.
Okay. She goes down the hall where, like there's like a little shrine where people would keep swords kind of on the wall. That there's a shrine where, but there are bows there. And she picks out a bow and you realize that it's Taharon's bow.
He's just kind of staring at like
The rosewood of Taharon's bow is very distinct.
that was your father's bow.
Was it?
I believe it was.
She grabs a quiver of arrows and puts them over her shoulder.
It's so weird. I had a baby with my nephew. It doesn't make no sense. That's all right though.
Welcome to D&D.
From now on, Alkur's theme music is only played with banjos.
And with on that note, through the portal we go.
Okay, so it's the four of you that are going.
He didn't tell Ptolemy or Crusher not to come, but it's
okay.
up to them. I mean, somebody probably needs to defend the orb.
Yes, don't worry.
And you're infected. Stay out of here, Crusher.
Yes, don't worry.
You're dirty, like Alkur.
Okay, so Alkur, you notice that the second you bring it through, the green light has stopped. Who's got the... Wait.
Oscar has it.
Oscar. Okay, no, the green light's still there. Never mind.
Yeah,
Ptolemy comes running through, looking back, and the five of you go to the workshop outside of time. Oh yes, Squish, you've done an excellent job guarding. Max sort of perks up as he sees a bunch of people coming into the workshop.
All right. Hey, Mudrazar, give me a hand here.
Oh, hey there.
We got a a lady whose head is exploding with magical power.
Oh yeah, she's glowing green. That's
Oh.
usually not a good sign.
That is very interesting. What is that? And who are... Hello.
Sometimes it is very good sign.
Ali goes like...
Not the
licks his beard
time.
down, licks his beard down. I am Ali.
Not the time.
Iggy's fussing to help Ali comb his beard. Yeah, they've been getting along famously.
They're looking. Stop. Hello.
Iggy like holds the cape out. Like he waits a little bit to make it look like there's a breeze.
Oh, I know. Don't I look good in my new robe? Says Ollie.
Yes, but how does he poof? It's interesting.
Merwind is like
What's going on with
amazed
the,
amazed at the million and one sights of the workshop outside of time, and she's looking around, but she ends up following her mother
Try not to break anything while you're here.
to a daybed where she is placed.
Okay, Alkur's gonna go to the coven.
There you go. You can glow green over here.
what seems to be the problem? Ali not working?
Oscar's gonna whisper in Ali's ear, "It's the he."
He looks back to you. Both of them?
Okay, Alkur peeks into the resting chamber where the three women are, and they are in the middle of some sort of seance.
Something is happening. I am sorry to interrupt. He's trying to not be like a big jerk, but it's like, I think now's the time.
They speak in this weird alien voice. It's three, but one, and even Princess Yathea speaks. Stripped down of all things. Bring the duality. Bring the one whose primal energy returns. What were three now will become one. They will become greater than the sum of their parts.
Can I sacrifice myself in this?
They seem to be kind of meditating and...
Fuck. Okay.
Alkur's like,
I believe...
I want this goo out of me.
Oh, it also is just, everything is easy. I don't want to have to explain to the little girl that I ate your mom. That is a crap conversation if I've ever seen one. I saved her. What happened to her? She's my power.
So Alkur is like having... Alkur the White is having reservations about this.
Yes. Give me a moment. I must sleep. This sticker in my veins. Okay, Alkur will start stripping.
Okay. Taking off all magical things and things that might get in the way.
All things.
Yep.
Just in the buff.
You have the phylactery. It is the key. It is the cup. It is the source. And it is the power. It is the weakness. It is eternity. It is finality.
So Alkur is mostly disrobed, still disrobing. Oscar's looking at him. So how much is this thing worth to you? He's gonna he'll put it on a metal crafting dish.
Yeah, Mudrazar finds like a very simple robe and puts it around Alkur. Just like simple cloth kind of thing. There you go.
For a moment, he was almost civilized, as the servant should be.
Yeah, not everyone's from a warm place like you're probably from there, Dink.
It is okay. He will learn to serve one day.
Yeah. Did she go in there with you? Is that what I heard?
She should approach, yes.
What do you mean she needs to approach, says Merriwind. Fix her.
Her soul, we are going to fix her.
Okay,
Her
Merriwind's...
soul is damaged, and I can help repair it.
This is our friend Iggy. He's got some handkerchiefs for you, don't you, Iggy? She's like starting to cry.
Yes, very clean.
Mudrazar scoops up Jenethar and kind of carries her gingerly forward. Excuse me there, Oscar. Just tiptoe around you there.
Yeah, it's kind of...
Hey, look! Alkur's kind of glowing too. What's going on? Yeah, there's this weird whitish light mixed with a very dark blackish... You want to call it light, but it's kind of oozing.
It's like white slime and green, like...
There's like a white brilliant light, like sunlight, a very harsh sunlight, and then there's this black substance that is sort of leaking, and it's glowing black and purple. Yeah, you're sort of leaking there.
Three become one.
I only count two, yeah.
I contain two fragments within myself.
For those that are watching, you see that there's a ripple across Alkur's face, and definitely Alkur the Black for a moment was grinning.
What?
Place them in the circle. Place them between us. For long ago, we were the triune goddess, split into three. We are birth, life, and death. We are the beginning, middle, and end. We are the Soams. We are the Fates. We are the hags that took Odin's eye. We are 1,000 names on 1,000 worlds, now dust.
She's the one that must survive this. How do I ensure she survives?
The three shall become one, but the one will have the power of three, and then some.
I don't refer to the power, I refer to the spirit.
The spirit is fractured. It shall be rejoined. Along with you,
I have any pockets?
along with your memories lost. This shall be the last act that we perform in this age.
Okay, enter the circle.
Okay? There you go. Just lie down there. I think we should just close the door. Let something's happening in there. Merriwind goes running for her mom. Is anyone stopping her? I think the three hag ladies are gonna make your mama better. That's what's happening, right? And he looks at Ali.
You muted.
Damn it. Ah! Did Ellie hear what they said?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm not sure. I believe so, but
It make your mom better.
Oscar, I'm like,
The
I
mom
think
will
this
be
is
better
the
no
only.
matter.
I think this is
Either
the
way,
only
the mom will be better.
I think this is the only path that they have to help your parent. Mom looks good for her age, by the way. It is good. It is. Why aren't you cleaning, Iggy? Iggy, go clean.
Yes.
Before Iggy goes, she grabs one of the handkerchiefs and she's wiping her face. She's trying to get a look. Mudrazar is like, you kind of pull the door closed a little bit, but there's like light beaming out from underneath the light and horrible sounds. There is
I'm kidding, Iggy. I'm kidding.
chanting and wailing, and there seems to be a strange arcane wind. Even Otis has now come out of his back room and is now just staring at what's going on, although he is keeping his distance and not interrupting. There is strange waves of static that come across the planar radio receiver, as if there is a ripple in the very planes themselves, as these three entities who are ancient, and you catch a glimpse of their true forms, the split bits of a goddess of elves, truly ancient even in times when you lived, help put Alkur back together. For this is the last revolution or iteration of this grand struggle in this mistake that Alkur and his friends had made and created a strange paradox at the end of things. Alkur, you can feel arcane magic being cast on top of divine, on top of primal. The primal is the base, it is the mother, it is the creation, it is the spark, it is magic unbridled, and the magic that came first. Next, it was faith. The divine will and the power that comes from those who worship. Inspired likely by primal magic, yes, but became much more of a tool, much more specialized, much more purposeful. And it was the hubris of those who did not want to pay the cost for both primal and divine magic that learn to use magic themselves, to learn the rules of the multiverse, the metaphysics of the planes, to tap into the ley lines and form spells of their own making for their own purpose and for themselves. As Alkur is experiencing the stages of magic, Alkur, not just Alkur, there are two others that join you in this chorus of your mind. And you can feel your power grow. As not only are the three becoming one, but you are remembering things that happened in past iterations. As the walls are being broken down, as you are reunited with your phylactery. And Alkur the White is now much more powerful. You can add a level, and you can also rebuild Alkur so that he's just a straight-ass cleric.
Okay.
Mixed in is Alkarn the Black. Alkarn is also one level higher than what you currently are, which I think it means you're 17th level.
Which means not struggles pals.
Alkarn the Black is definitely lawful evil.
Brick.
And you know that he is very much the antithesis of your goodness, but necessary. And to round out the three is Alkira. Alkira the Grey. She is a 17th level primalist. Or druid, if you care.
Okay. I was like, I don't know what a primalist is.
She'll concentrate on spell casting over like shape-shifting, if that.
She won't be a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
Unless I don't know what the paths of druids are.
No, there's a spell casting.
there's
Spell
animal
casting. There's some animal companion path. There's the
Got it.
plant.
So she's definitely concentrating on being the best caster that she can be. And the three are now one. And for a moment, all of their forms are intertwined with 6 arms and 3 heads floating above others. At this point, the door is open. Everyone in the room is gawking at the entity that has now become Alkur. Alkur, who is the first that steps out of this ring?
The base. The gray.
The Grey? Okay. A brilliant female elf that definitely looks different from Jenethar Rengold. She has a strange voice, like she still has like 2 other voices that are somewhat muted behind hers when she finally speaks. The 3 elven hags Sintira smiles at Alkira. Princess Yathea looks sad, and Madame Fortuna is chuckling. The 3 of them begin to grow very faint and simply fade away into kind of a gathering tiny swarm of firefly like lights that just start to fade out. The 3 hags have performed their last act for this age. The phylactery, Alkur's soul gem is just rolling around on the floor, and the phylactery is visible, blazing with green magic, kind of underneath the skin in the sternum of Alkira the Grey, who's barely touching the floor. It's like she's floating slightly.
Well, look, your mom's all better.
Mama!
Yeah, at least like.
Mudrazar's like trying to hide behind a leaf. What the fuck happened there?
I'm not sure.
A miracle,
became
says
one.
Otis. Mother, is that you?
It is.
You changed.
I am whole again.
Your voice. Something's wrong.
I apologize for the stress this must put you under. I have made mistakes in the past.
me a diplomacy check to see how well your daughter handles this transformation. You can use.
Okay,
you
so
can use.
I don't have
you can use Alkur's or whatever Alkur's.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'll be helpful. I mean, so far I've kept all of them having the same ability scores and stuff as close as I could. So,
Yep.
Because this definitely could be like, you know, there's something in the little mind. 41.
Okay. She looks very puzzled, but there is still acceptance. She kind of
I have
hugs you.
Jennifer's memories.
Yes.
Okay.
And you have not just Genethar's memories, but it's starting to flood back, representing the extra level. Past iterations. Merowyn didn't exist in past iterations.
Hugger. No.
She's a new soul, like Kreiger.
Fresh. Your mother is very old. We should probably talk.
She nods. This is to fight the demons, isn't it?
It is. I had to combine with your uncle to prepare to fight the demons. Alkur has no ability to lie.
Okay. The triune Alkur knows that he can switch between the three forms as a single action.
Ooh! In the morning, when you prep all three?
If you take the time to do so.
So it's like 3 hours in the morning of prep?
I will say 3 hours, and the other there's a primary that takes an hour, and the two secondaries take half an hour each.
Now the question is, how many spells do we have?
All of them.
All you fuckers, get 2 breakfasts, because this is happening. Oh, God. The endless possibilities.
Ooh, wow.
Yep. Alkur
Although
had to
it's
work.
also like-
You know, we're almost like 3 games to the end of the campaign too.
Yeah.
So Alkur had to wait a little while for his power.
So we have to turn to the black and then turn quickly back away from the black before Darian smells.
Yeah, there might be problems with this.
What that perk again? Alkur will attempt to. Well, if he feels he can do this, he will turn to Alkira, or sorry, I'm already Alkira. Alkur. So he'll flop
Okay.
Alkur.
Yep, there's this weird transformation and a shimmer, and Alkur is there. He's technically wearing the same gear, but he looks a little different. There's like a weird radiance coming from his very
Mistakes
ivory
that
skin.
I've made in the past have.
Your daughter's looking at you like you transformed. Look a shock.
It's all right. I suppose I would be your uncle.
She stumbles back into Oscar.
Yeah, I feel fucking. You feeling all right there, buddy? The witches are gone. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? You. It is. A long time ago, there was a priest and a wizard. And this wizard priest was trying to solve a problem. The problem he was trying to solve was escaping an endless cycle. How could he change the cycle? He came across a method where he could force himself to act in a different way. And he did this thing. Now, whether this was a good thing or an ill thing is difficult to say. It depends on perspective. He'll turn to the black one? Just to get a sense of all the ookiness?
Everyone's like, ah!
Okay, Alkur the Black summons forward. The way he transforms is almost like his face painted like a skull comes like pushing its way out from inside. There are these really gossamer weird wings that sprout from his back.
Sacrifices need to be made for the power it takes to defeat one's foes. We will win through power, through magic, through control. Turn back to the gray one because he's a creepy motherfucker.
Ali kind of whispers, yeah, we definitely fucked up.
Yeah, this was bad. Before we just needed sunglasses. Oh no, green light. Just red sunglasses.
Yeah, Merwin doesn't know what the fuck to think at this point. Oh, you're wonderful. See, it was a good thing we went to the casino.
You seem to have everything in order.
Yes, how's the potion coming?
I need more time still.
All right, I need 3 rolls from Alkura, 1 from Alkura, 1 from Alkur, and 1 from Alkarn. These represent memories from past iterations that turn into basically epiphanies in this iteration, but
Okay.
1 from each of their perspectives.
Roll D100s. That's how many epiphanies you get.
Nope, just 1.
Wait, it's a D20?
It's whatever your main related skill to your tradition. So Arcana, Nature, or Religion. But I think you have Unified Theory, so basically I need 1 Knowledge Arcana for each of them. I'm just going to glance at my DC chart for a second.
Am I allowed to? Is this something that I can focus on, or is this a?
You can focus on it. These are as floods of, like, a lot of memories are useless. Think of how much you forgot about what you did today. Like, you took a poop. How many poops do you have yesterday? I don't know. Like your brain just sort of like floods things out. So as these floods of memories are coming, like, which ones are you actually retaining or not?
So for Alkur, 38.
Okay, that's a master DC.
For Alkira, 47.
That's a legendary DC.
And then for Alkarn, because he's actually smarter than the other two, he doesn't think very good though.
Use a hero point.
36.
You could use a hero point on the 38 to push it into legendary.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay, so Alkur, who is a lawful good worshipper of the Heart of Gold, was thinking along the lines of summoning an angel. You know that something happened in the past that shattered heaven. And summoning an angel is probably not possible.
Well, that's gonna be a problem.
There was an event called the Heavens Fall, where angels, after heaven got shattered, left. Or a lot of them, anyways. The ones that stayed aren't the types that you want to summon.
Well,
Now, you don't know the course of it. You remember going down this path before and of summoning an angel for a different reason, because they're like, yeah, let's summon some outsiders to help us. Not a good idea.
yeah, they don't work.
Besides, you need to know their names, and you don't know how many of them are left or who they are. Or
You could go through a lot of names, and it's a lot of friggin' 5-day rituals to just go through a checklist to see if any one of these survive.
you've gone down this path before and wasted a lot of time and resources. You could keep on going down it, but you recall that there were some events that you learned about that happened between the time where you were immortal and the time now. Like something happened in there to the actual plane of the seven heavens.
That would be unfortunate. Well, next time, the topic of angel tears, why don't we use a ritual to summon an angel? That conversation we get pretty nip in the bud.
Okay.
Kira?
Kira's hers was what, 38? No, hers was 47.
She was all on top of it.
Alkira has an epiphany not about what happened in the past, but what you've learned about Zuktmoy's plan of reseeding the multiverse with horrible Otra aberrations. It's not a bad plan. If you just sub,
What?
if you
Just
just
sub out aberrations.
if you
for
sub out
life.
aberrations, you know that. Curious. She wasn't part of previous incarnations, but she's here collecting the stuff that would be used. The really sad part about this, and I'm going to type this to Adam so he can roleplay it. You get my note?
Yes. It also says you're typing, so I don't know if there's more to it. Okay, yeah, that part. Yeah. So
Alkarn has the bad news.
I already had a note in here. I assumed that was from the Alkarn.
Alkarn's bad news comes in two forms, and I'm also going to type this to you.
Okay. Some of the other things I was like, yeah, this is like, woo. All right. They all have access to each other's memories.
Yep. They all have pride though that they want to be the one who.
The back comes out. This is the important stuff.
Oh, hey, you're different looking. What do we call you?
Alkur.
Like Khan is in grave.
Yes.
All right. Get a load of this guy. Nudges,
well.
Oscar.
Just need to
Yeah.
confirm he's on our side, yes?
Kidney and throat.
Wait, are you on our side?
Of course I am.
Good. Creepy moth elf is on our side.
I have been working for centuries, lifetimes, millennia, on trying to prevent the birth of a new abyss.
Oh, if he tries to say that he gets 3 times the shares of treasure now, he's sorely mistaken.
We better set the rules on this goddamn well now. You got one. Wait, you got a. I was gonna say a pecker, but it is one heart. You only got one heart, right?
Did you say treasure? Kidding, go.
The game we've been playing. The souls we've been slaying. Zugatnoy is not trying to escape. That is not her plan.
What is she trying to do?
She is birthing a new plane. Forming one. Using what we have destroyed as sacrifice.
The plane of...
She's a demon. It would be the abyss.
Runerach? No. Runerach's part of Acheron. It's my realm.
Runerach is part of Acheron in the old order. But this was before, then it's like... But the white guy pops out. Alkur pops out.
This is very disturbing.
Before the heavens collapsed. The order of the planes is no more. Angels are a rare thing.
We should go get Darian. Wait. We shouldn't get Darian.
I'm kind of on the fence about the whole Darian thing. Alright, so... We, I guess the white will turn to Alkira. Here, I'm just going to have it.
Yeah, go ahead. You get used to it.
It's like masks when you're doing like improv.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
oh, I'm the postman. And, oh, I'm the radio guy. Like,
Sure.
we need Zugatnoy to succeed if we want to re-spark the universe. We just need to subvert her plans.
Come to change what she births.
Yes. She wishes to birth Aberration and Otra. Plans are already in motion to provide a new seed to respring life across the multiverse.
How would we do this?
The little one is the key.
Little one?
What little one?
Oh, you mean Dinky?
looks at-
Dink's gonna save the multiverse?
No. No.
He picks Dink up and puts him forward. There you go. you talk to the creepy elf lady guy. There you go.
Well, let's understand what is required here.
The
What do you
one
need?
you call Malini. She carries an artifact. This artifact samples life. These samples of life can be used to supplant the ultra and the twisting that are being used currently.
Yes, I've seen her do her thing. It's quite fascinating.
Yes, she's the blood of some famous druid family people thing.
Yes,
Oh.
the base magic, the most important aspect, nature itself. It's what separates us from the ultra. She will require a pure sample of that base magic.
You seem to have quite the plan. I think it is a waste of time to tell us exactly everything. Why don't you tell us what the next steps will be? If everybody here trusts the new Alkur,
Trust is I know it's not exactly 4 letters long, but it's basically a 4-letter word.
well, they seem to understand what is going on. More information than we have. None of us would have gathered this. I never guessed this.
Well, here's the thing. The pile of magical gear is still over there, and they're still just wearing like the little shawl thingy. And his Audi turns into an innie, and then back into an Audi is very confusing.
Just put on your clothing, your appropriate clothing, and you tell us what to do.
Would you? So we can't summon an angel
No.
to make it cry, so we get the tears for Ali here because angel tears. Could you pick something a little more rare?
The purest.
In
Here's
ages
Paul.
past, angel tears would not have been considered rare.
Will this formula I'm working on be of any use?
I hope so.
Perhaps if we combine it, the purification, with the item that Melini has, it would create
Hey,
the purest creatures.
Oscar's going to wave the flower at Ali
Yep.
just to see if anything lights up.
Nope.
Oh, wonderful! Let me. Oh. Now what is this beautiful decoration?
Contains little bits of her souls. Here, why don't you put on some pants or a kilt or just a towel, and then, I mean, you've had a hard day, so you might want to take a nap.
Otis goes over and glances at where the hag women were, and he looks around. They gone.
They've satisfied their purpose.
Yeah, Ali, you look at these crystal. You're pretty sure that you could dissolve the crystal and let the stuff out slowly.
Ali's level 16 now because he's leveled.
Yep.
Can you identify this thing?
Give me.
Legitimately, when was it Mark saying, "Oh, we're just going to make tea"? Legitimately, we're going to make tea.
I am wise.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Sometimes you take the plant artifact and use the plant to make tea, which is what you make from plants. Yeah.
Broken clock rate twice a day.
There are 2 petals that seem to glow when they're close to Ptolemy and Oscar, respectively.
Knowledge Arcana.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna drink One moment, you. Oh. um. Yeah. Me as a hero point.
Billy has 1 hero point.
Do there. Much better.
44.
At least in the 40s.
You don't know what this thing is, but what you are able to dissect is the connection it has to Ptolemy. It is like it has fed on Ptolemy and Oscar before, and some of their essence is trapped inside of these crystalline leaves.
I could probably make you a tea with these leaves, and you can drink them.
The problem with just breaking it open is that essence might just go away and not actually return to Ptolemy and Oscar. You're pretty sure you could make something that's edible that would slowly dissolve and allow them to reabsorb the essence.
Question. Does brain juice help with tea?
Now we're talking. And Ptolemy like winced. Oh, Darian's not here. We should get Darian in here because one of these petals is Darian's. I forget which one.
Alright. So, okay. You got your pants on? Alright, good. Now, you
Poor
stand
Kreiger
over
there. Krieger's not going to get some tea.
Well,
I've been thinking about that, says Otis. I got some things I could show the boy while you're playing with your teas.
I can
that
make
boy,
something-
can you show them to the boy while he is piss ass drunk?
Otis shrugs. Send him in when he gets here.
I can cure him up. I can sober him up.
All right. I can make some. The tea probably would not work, but I can make something else that you could consume these petals for. I just need to know who's whose.
Here's how it works. When I wave at it, it glows.
Yes.
That one's mine.
I need to label them, remove them, label them, and on. And
Right. All right. So.
All right, let's go get the others.
Yeah, pretty much. I have a spell prepared that will help with Krieger's inebriation. I'm going to spend time here with my niece and explain the mistakes I have made.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll keep an eye on them. You guys can go and get the others.
Fetch the barbarian.
Oh, the transformation's quick. It's like, oh.
He's getting good at that.
Yep. All right. We won't be long. Are we just going to leave the flower here? Yeah, we'll get everyone... Well, Shadow... I guess we need to bring the flower with us to figure out which one's Shadow's. Because he's locked up in timeout jail.
just bring them here.
You could just lock him in here, but he might go nuts here or not nuts. I'm not sure.
New Alkur. What would happen if you've known all of this? What would happen if Shadow was inside when he goes crazy? They say.
Do I have any memory of Shadow being a werewolf inside the... were we
Otis seemed concerned about this.
Yeah.
Although Otis isn't necessarily...
He's...
You remember... give me knowledge, nature, or your arcana to see what you remember.
Okay. 35?
You remember Shadow going nuts in his smithy, biting people, and that you guys ran into here.
So he wasn't actually nuts in here.
Right.
In the past, he always went nuts. In the past, he always lost his senses while in the smithy.
Maybe he became a lunatic.
Explicitly, that is the correct terminology.
I know, that's why I said it. You know, words, meaning.
Yes. Good job. You used one of the big old words.
He's like, All the eyes. I see you.
All right, we use one of them big fancy words. All right, now let's go get to chilling.
Okay, Oscar and Ptolemy make their way back to Hommlet.
Hey, Crusher.
Crusher's waiting there. The portal reopens and then Crusher's standing there.
Does the White have an itchy nose?
You don't know.
Have
You're
an itchy nose?
you don't know. You were back in
I
the.
never fiddled with my nose. Okay. Okay.
You can test it with Crusher.
Crusher has an itchy nose.
Can Crusher feel? I can't because you're not here. But
Yep,
That's fantastic.
Ptolemy and Oscar come through the portal.
All right, and close sesame, and all right, let's go get Darian and Shadow. Oh, you are not going to believe what happened.
No, I know it's like they're all.
Oh, there's all these things.
And
Let's
it's.
not tell him.
all right.
We might be kidnapping a little girl. Let's go get Darian.
Well, it's more like she's reunited with her full family.
Yeah, that's right.
Wasn't there something about an attic?
Yeah, that's where the wizard spellbooks are supposed to be.
Oh, all right.
Well,
Oh.
I'm pretty certain Alkur wouldn't mind if we went and found where the books are supposed to be.
Darian, let's go.
What is it?
Hey, we're gonna bring Shadow back to the. We got a special tea for him.
What, aren't we concerned about him transforming in the...
Yeah, Crusher's gonna beat him beforehand or something.
Does Shadow know that?
Shadow, your brother's gonna beat the snot out of you tonight. And then we're gonna feed you some tea. Oh, yeah, apparently Ali knows how to turn the flour into tea to help us regain some of our memories.
Well, isn't that a thing?
Oh, and you should see Alkur, or whatever he's called now. Triker.
Why would I call him something other than Alkur?
You'll see.
Definitively, Alkur has an Audi.
And an innie. 1/3 of the time.
Yep.
Unless the necromantic one lost his.
And we probably don't want to talk about that guy. If you see a creepy moth thing with the skull face, don't worry, it's just a phase.
Keep him in the chains. We don't want him transforming.
Also, it's funny.
I'll stay in here.
No. Come with us. We got a tea for you.
Just keep these chains. Just keep the chains on.
We'll leave your chains on, we'll get you in there, you take a nap, we'll kick your ass out after you drink the tea. Shove you back in the hole.
Okay, wait here. Let's go get Kreiger.
Yeah. Alright. Heck of a day.
Ptolemy casts a fly spell
Hey,
and goes
randomly.
flying to the inn of welcome. Kreiger.
Are you going to, it's just Ptolemy going back?
Yeah, well, Ptolemy flew off. I don't know. You could keep up with him because fly spells suck in this edition. But
I told you, just leave the drinks on the floor and I will get them.
Kreiger. Takes a little bit of foam and sticks it in your ear.
Ah!
Wakey.
What?
Well, there's no eggs in bakey, but some people laugh at Ptolemy's breakfast jokes in Hommlet. It is the thing.
1001 breakfast crimes.
We gotta go back. I think Otis wants to have a word with you.
It's fine. You know what? That's fine. Where's my bag?
Latuma's 9-inch JB. Thanks for the follow.
Tommy, someone stole my bag. Arthur!
No, Oscar's got it.
Oh.
Well,
Oscar stole my bag? I thought he was my friend. I thought he was my friend. We've been through so much. I love your tentacles, Ptolemy. And then he hugs him.
Okay. There seem to be some weird names that are following. Probably bots of some sort. If this keeps on going, I might have to disable that. Yeah. That's annoying. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Shanks, but no thanks.
I don't need your follows.
It's like aggressive follows. You could do aggressive subs if you want. Oh, there's gonna be a noise every single time. Let me find my funny, but tad annoying. Shanks. Let me just disable the widget. Let me see if XSplit I can do this with.
I want to take this moment to urinate.
Cast a
Right
spell.
here. No, I will. Cast a spell.
Alright, it is no longer making the noise. It will pop up a little bit once we see that KXG3. Alright, we can stop that. Bots! Alright, yeah, why don't you catch randomly up? I've been having liquids for dinner, so I do need to run to the washroom again.
Hurry now, burn now. The young person and old priest. Okay. So, we got out of the casino with that flower thing after we killed that thing that was resurrecting us. Plane shifted back to Runerach. Teleported to Hommlet. Then we discovered that the Lord-Mayor of Hommlet had been kidnapped by Ayus. After a little bit of investigation, we figured out who it was, and that the prince that we sent here, who was previously catatonic, he woke up, was a little crazy. They ended up imprisoning him. He was broken free from his prison by the wizard Lazarus, who some of you may remember we also saved from the temple. And they're off in the wilds or somewhere, probably planning on attacking the temple. And now Alkur just did a ritual, I guess we'll say, with his phylactery, his living phylactery from this from that crystal flower thing we got from the casino. And now he's changed. He can switch between a primal caster, the cleric, or the wizard. They're not. They're each separate entities. It's kind of weird. But now we're going to try and make sort of a tea with these leaves for everybody to get them their memories back. That's basically where we're at.
Yeah, it's annoying that we had to disable that widget. Let's see if we can bring it back. Oh my god, it's still going. Please stop. Please stop. Super duper annoying. I will report that to Twitch later.
It seems to have stopped.
No, it's the second I turned it back on, it's still going.
Oh.
Somebody's just still falling.
No, they're like random usernames that are just keep on following. So someone's follow spamming our channel.
Anyway, we should follow spamming in general.
Well, yeah. It's like follows actually do nothing in the system. It's how many people are watching your channel. That's how you get organized. Like
it creates, because everybody has a widget that's like promotes people following.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're taking that over and they're interrupting the stream by having this thing kind of go like yeah. But,
it's a DDoS.
Yeah, we're streams being DDoS basically right now. So please stop. Like, don't be an asshole.
I don't think that they're looking at us. I think they're randomly. I think it's just there. I think it's a bigger attack on Twitch.
Which is curious because each of these needs to be an account.
Yeah.
Like you need a
scripted account, a bunch of accounts, and have them
scripted through
everything.
it. So eventually, technically, this will end at some point. But
or they add more accounts. But yeah.
Yeah. Dum da dum dum dum. All right. Ptolemy's gone to get Kreiger. He's got your backpack in the workshop.
Okay.
Come on, Kreiger. How many of these pies have you eaten?
I went to the bathroom. I came back. Mark actually looks like he's been drinking. What happened?
I had the hiccups.
Oh. Come on, Kreiger.
Alright, but you gotta help me move.
Alright, I'll grab this. You paid for this, right?
Sure?
Okay. Oh, you should see what happened to Alkur.
Just you walk out alone, you know the weenie rule.
Well, I got you with me. As drunk as you are. Oh, you're all sticky. Were you eating the pies with your hands?
Yeah, and then it fell on my chest.
Oh, well, magic will make it all better.
And I'm not like a cat. I try, but I can't lick it.
All right, come along. Is everything all right there, my lord? Yes. If you could help me carry Kreiger, we're going to the jail.
Oh, what did I do?
No. We're just at the jail. Don't worry about it.
Oh, who's in jail?
Well, Shadow, for now.
Oh, what did he do?
He's gonna be a bad wolf.
Oh, I should bring my hammer then. Bring me back.
Thank you, Captain. You're dismissed.
I got my hammer. He's using his hammer like a cane to get himself down the street right now.
Kreiger is stumbling drunk.
Did you know whiskey and beer, when you mix them together, are delicious? Delicious.
Well, goddamn workshop time Dominion thing. He could talk when I talked to him last.
Oh, I think he drank like five people's worth of drunk.
I drank as fast as I could.
Apparently, my bell is just really happy.
I was thinking this for like the entity that is known as the three of them.
The Alkur? opened it.
It doesn't matter. To me, like, come up with a name. I'll come up with a name. It will use that.
Yep. It's Alkira, like Akira with an L in it. Is the
Alkur the white, Alkira the gray, and
Karn.
Alkarn black.
Those are really cool tokens.
I thought you'd be happy with this.
Yeah.
Hello.
There you are.
Sorry, I'm
Who's been a bad doggy?
not yet.
All right. So, thank you, gentlemen. We got him now. Closes the door to the jail.
You guys all get into the jail cell. Oh, Captain Rufus, you are to remain. You are to guard the thing that we leave behind. It'll be like this mirrory egg thing. Don't touch it. Around the clock, and don't let anyone but us near it. All right.
Just say please.
Um,
They like you. We like it when you say please.
Please follow my orders. Will do, Lord Burne. That's right. I'm the Lord. Are you looking at me in my eyes? Yes. Don't worry about it. It's hard not to look at me in at least one of the eyes. I like this cloak.
You get him up into the thing. Tell me we got a thing to go before we go back into the hole. We can put these guys in the hole. Don't get back.
Oh, my... Never ends, does it?
Yep. I mean, unless you want me, I can just go pilfer. I mean, liberate.
What are we liberating?
The attic.
Oh, yes. Take them back.
Yeah, I can help you with the attic.
Oscar, why is it when you say liberate, I think you mean steal?
Just gotta get my hands free and I can help you with the attic.
We're not stealing from anybody. We ain't already dead.
It's some junk that belongs to Taharon. Remember the bad wizard and the funny hat?
All right.
It's his stuff.
Alright.
We're going to give it to Alkur.
Okay, fine.
Also,
Only because we
Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
only because we are in dire circumstances.
Also, you know the peace bond that you tie on the hilt so that you don't draw your sword?
I'm familiar with it.
You should tie one of those before you hop up in there. Have fun!
Oh, yes, good idea. The two of them, without further explanation, go to loot some crazy wizard's domain. Leaving Crusher, Darian, and Kreiger, and Shadow to go back to the workshop outside of time. And
None of whom have any idea what has gone on inside the workshop.
nope.
Surprise, bitches!
You can see Mudrazar, Iggy, and Ali in like a little huddle, and they're whispering to each other and exclaiming about something. You can hear Otis moving some heavy stuff around, like he's dragging it across the floor. He's doing something in the back room. And then Max just sort of perks up and goes over and licks Shadow's face.
Hey boy, you've been good.
It's sniffing at your chains. And then
don't worry about it. It's voluntary.
Yep. Kreiger bumps into some stuff. Oh, hey there. Hey, you look all kind of wobbly. You feeling sick again?
No,
Hey, there's this nice couch right over here. Just sit down.
yeah,
Just-
that looks comfortable. I'm just gonna put my head down just for a second.
I wonder what is afflicted. That's alcohol.
It looks like he's fat happy.
What is fat happy?
Well, when you drink and eat so much that you feel bloated, it's fat happy.
Yes, he is most definitely fat happy.
It's like one of the highest states an ogre can achieve.
He has achieved it in spades by the looks of him.
Yeah. Hey, Ali.
We should probably put a bucket near his head.
Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Hey. Yeah, Mudrazar puts a bucket there, like Kreiger's state is special to Mudrazar. Like this is a
He's achieved a holy level of drunkenness.
yeah. When we're done working here, could we three go get fat happy? He's asking Mudrazar and Iggy.
We have 2 lonely loaves of fat happy.
I wouldn't mind eating my son. Smells like he ate something good there. Oh yeah, we're gonna be smelling that all night.
Perhaps we can go and purchase some, if they would be so kind to do that for us.
Yeah.
Kira is going to come out of the back room.
His members are kind of holds Ali and Nikki back, making room.
Oh, here it comes.
And who are you?
Turns into Alkur, the white, and Alkur. Darian, I understand how this might be confusing.
Yep.
3 has become 1, and the 1 is greater than the 3.
I do not see his sister. Looks like they are all one again.
Alkur's
Fascinating.
going to cast an 8th circle cleric spell on Kreiger.
Cause I can.
Because I can. It is called. I'm having a mental stupid.
That's all right. You only need to know over 3/4 of the spells in the game now.
Yeah, well, after primal is the next. It's like, where is the overlap?
And yeah, the overlap with occult with other spell lists is pretty high.
It's probably he's probably got access to almost every spell.
Almost. Yeah.
Moment of renewal. So moment of renewal.
Oh, hey. Look at
So he can hit. He'll actually catch himself in this. Is anybody else hurt? I don't think so. So I guess he's going to touch himself, and he will touch Kreiger.
Okay.
And they experience a day's worth of recovery in an instant. All detrimental effects that would be gone after 24 hours, and it doesn't shorten the duration of active spell effects.
Kreiger, your drained is gone. So is your drunkenness, but also any hangover, and all the bloated feeling that you felt from overeating has just simply passed.
Oh, well, that's a thing. Hey,
Why'd you do that?
what'd you do that? What'd you do that for? Have a good time.
I don't know, the after drinking kind of bloated feeling. I wish I had a 15th level cleric to help me with my hangovers.
I was hard on that.
I worked hard on that.
When you're sitting on the can with a bucket in your hands going, why? Why did
Never again! I never do this again!
3 weeks later.
Yeah, 2 weeks later.
Kreiger, you have work to do. Otis has training planned for you.
What? I thought we were gonna... Guys suck.
You can hear what sounds like an anvil being kind of like pushed across the floor in the back room. Like...
You've had your revels.
Didn't get to finish them, though, did I?
Now get to work.
There's a work.
Then we'll flick back to the grave.
Okay, there was a slight sense of evil, like just a little whiff of it.
Darian is... Say that again?
Say what again?
Something about getting to work.
Darian, perhaps we should have a conversation.
Perhaps we should.
Torch is gonna follow.
Kreiger, get off your ass, get back to work. We got stuff to do. Oh man, you run crumbles. Hey old man, don't hurt your back with that thing. I'll help you.
Okay, Otis is waiting, sitting at a table, and he's just got his hand out.
He's gonna snap your shit like this way. He's gonna arm wrestle judo, throw you across the room.
What was that?
Guys,
he
I
says.
need a one-handed weapon.
What was that?
I was just gonna offer to help you with your anvil there. That's What do you need?
Sit down. He kicks at the bench. It just kind of perfectly kicks out from underneath the table and skids to where he's holding out his hand. You notice that he's got a strap that he's starting to like to affix to his hand.
Okay, you want to do this? Let's do this. We're gonna arm wrestle. I'll take it easy on you the first time.
What's the strongest a man can get in this system?
20.
It would be
Two?
18, it'd be 18, and then 19, 20, 21, 22. It'd be 22 plus a magic item would be 24.
So plus 7.
Plus 7.
Okay. And Kreiger's got a plus 6?
6, yeah.
All right.
And then if it's any of the checks that are level based, it's plus whatever his level.
Yeah.
All right, best of 3, and each contest is actually a best of 3.
So
Okay.
Best of 3 rolls. Yeah. So
Yeah.
one match is 3 rolls.
All right.
And they're opposed checks. Usually they should be DCs, but whatever.
Is this just strength or
This
level
is
and
this
strength?
is strength. Level and strength is probably the right one, and then athletics is probably even the more
Okay.
appropriate roll.
Athletics.
So a level 20 athletics would be 20,
20.
Plus 8 for legendary.
28 plus strength plus 35.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got, I think.
Nope.
luck.
Give me this one, bud.
Hang on, there's more than one rule.
First one.
Yeah. You think so, huh? All of a sudden he lashes the thing around you very quickly, and this vice-like grip just seizes Krieger's hand. You think you're strong, boy?
Why aren't you helping us?
Yeah, I can't beat that. So.
Oh god.
Okay, so
How are you old and yet so strong at the same time?
because I've been around.
Oh my god, my dog has just farted so bad.
Oh, the second.
Get away, animal! Get away! Fuck!
Dog's looking at you like, sorry.
That's all right. He rolled another 54.
Okay, this is bullshit.
Make it a 20.
It's still sore from
Okay, so-
last time. Give me a second.
Was that you trying?
So, trying to just save the dignity of an old man, that's all. Let's do this again! Come on!
Next round.
You know this is my weak arm.
That's a load of crap. Come on.
43 beats 39.
Yep.
Come on. Do you want to win?
You have a hero point that you could use at some point. To be
Yeah,
like,
I don't think this is where I'm supposed to do it, quite frankly. Ha ha ha! Boom! That's the time I didn't wait for him to get ready.
Yep. So that is a critical hit. So you win 2 out of the 3, basically. So yeah, you won. That's it. Some anger in you, some fire. Your
Are
people
you
are.
raging, by the way?
Your
It
people
doesn't
are.
matter.
Your people are gonna need you.
My
Raises
people.
dodges damage.
Should you survive this fight? In the old times, the warriors that were strong meant that their families lived, that they got the choice of brides, that they got to be called the fathers of their clans. I hear what they whisper about you. You're some sort of enigma, some sort of accident. A spirit like you should have never been born in a hell like that. Yet you were. They say that you're not special. I say you're the most special of all of them. Take it from me, an old man who has sacrificed much for his people, his worshippers, for mankind. And with his
His eyebrow went up. What do you mean, your worshippers?
with his offhand, he plucks out his left eye, and you can see a star-filled sky in the socket.
I knew it, I transformed!
Stare into my eye, boy, and watch
Staring into his eye.
and watch 1,000 battles in the name of a god of thunder.
All right, he stares into his eye.
Oh yeah, they're all sorts of bearded and not bearded, axe-wielding men from almost like a time where the height of man was running around with stone weapons, to great warriors singing praise of this warrior god in great flying boats.
We randomly, we.
I'm impressed with you, lad. You probably got some of my people, or somebody who's won one of these battles must have been your ancestor, or at least the soul that is inside you. Steel is strong, but the flesh is stronger.
I don't break.
Now see if you can win against a tired old man.
43. Roll poorly, roll poorly, roll poorly.
Nat 1. You somehow move your grip to over the top and slam Odin's fist into the top of the table, busting the ancient wood.
Oh.
Turns his hat on backwards.
Your face, bitch.
Yeah, he did not say that. So let's be clear.
At this point in time, as you caused a bit of Otis's, like, you busted one of his knuckles as he slammed into the wood, and as the drop of blood is rolling down the wood, you see 1,000 deaths at the end of wooden hafted weapons. Arrows and spears. People shouting Odin's name.
Okay.
You know that Odin is not necessarily a beneficent god, as sometimes he requires sacrifices that are cruel, that perhaps were needless. But you begin to understand that for him to be here, he had to make some very tough choices.